I want to raise a very important issue and call on the mayor and the United States attorney to investigate and look into certain conduct by the Rahm Emanuel campaign that we believe represents intimidation, voter intimidation, and intimidation of city workers. As you know, the Shackman decree expressly prohibits the hiring, firing, promotion, or demotion of city workers on the basis of political affiliation or activity. And nonetheless, a campaign letter was sent to the home, a personal letter from the Rahm Emanuel campaign was sent to the homes of city employees, essentially telling them that we know who you are and we know how to reach out to you and we want to talk to you about your benefits. Well, the point is that that is illegal, and that disregard of the law should be something that is looked into quickly and seriously by the United States Attorney, and I call upon Mayor Daley to disclose who in city government made the lists of those city employees' addresses available to the Emanuel campaign. This, of course, falls on the heels of the Emanuel campaign going into secure space, or theoretically secure space at O'Hare Airport for coffee and donuts under the guise of a sit-down with some of the employees there that was A, in secure territory, and B, not permitted or should not have been permitted by TSA. I call on Janet Napolitano, who is the head of TSA, to look at how he was afforded that kind of access to the airport, how it was that he was allowed to go into secure space, and whether or not that was a violation of federal law, rules, and regulations. The point is, however, that this is an example of the kind of intimidation that we should have been long ago away from in the city of Chicago. Employees ought to be free to do their jobs without a threat from any candidate for any office that individual has been targeted at their place of residence. If there's to be a communication, it should be with them in the workplace and not at home. But in any event, the notion that a candidate would have a list of city employees to do that kind of a mailing is, again, a throwback to the bad old days in Chicago when politicians told workers, we know who you are and we can get you if you don't vote the right way. I believe it is not only a local violation of state law, but I believe it is a violation of federal law as well. And again, I call on the U.S. Attorney to investigate and call on Mayor Daley and Mayor Daley to disclose the origin of the personnel list, and Janet Napolitano to disclose how access to secure, sensitive space at the airport was given for campaign purposes.